Hi, I'm Carrie with Happy Fish Tarot, reeling in wisdom from the Sea of Tarot, and you are watching Tarot Tuesday. I recently got a question from a viewer that I decided to try to give my input on, and the question was, how can I let go of a past relationship? It is something that I've had some time to think about, and all of the advice that I'm going to give is based on my own experience and things that have helped me personally. Oh, and Lulu might give some advice as well. Just kidding, she'll probably just sit there awkwardly. This can apply to romantic relationships as well as friendships. There's certain relationships that end and we never think about them again, but there's other relationships that really have a lasting impression on us. There's those certain people that we meet and we really connect with them on a soul level, and sometimes even if it's been years and years since you've been around that person, you'll occasionally find them crossing your mind. I think the Lover's card from the tarot is a really good illustration of that kind of deep sort of soul level connection that you feel with certain people. I think it's helpful to think about what letting go actually means to you. To me, when I think about letting go of a past relationship, I think about letting go of the tension, letting go of any repetitive negative thought patterns. I don't think of trying to eradicate the entire experience from my memory. Unless you're dealing with a relationship that was nothing but toxic, there probably are some things there to be grateful for. It can take some work to get to that level of acceptance and that level of peace. So the next couple of strategies that I'm going to give you, I hope will help you in reaching that point. Okay, so the second point I wanted to make about letting go of past relationships is the importance of unscrambling your thoughts and your emotions. So to illustrate this, I grabbed the Two of Swords. Sorry, my lighting's really bad today, so I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but in the picture in the card, there is a woman holding two swords. They are crossed in front of her, almost like a shield. And I think a lot of times when we're trying to let go of something, we associate that with stopping ourselves from thinking about something. And if you try to block those thoughts and block those emotions, it might work for a little while, but eventually they're going to really wreak some havoc on you. So I think it's important to bring everything to the surface. My preferred way of doing this is through writing. So this is advice that you'll hear me give about almost every topic. I'm a really big proponent of free writing and journaling as well. So if you're comfortable with writing, get a pen and a paper, or you can even do this in a word processor, and just get all of your thoughts and your feelings about the relationship out. The biggest thing to remember about this process is don't censor yourself. Let everything flow, and don't worry about sounding articulate, don't worry about sounding elegant. The point of all of this is to get everything that is currently just mucking up your brain into an orderly format. You'll often find that just doing this one step of just writing and writing and writing until you have nothing left to say will help you find that peace of mind you're looking for when you're trying to let go of a past relationship. Okay, I had to slide us over closer to Lulu because the lighting is just really not working in my favor today, but at any rate, the next tip I wanted to mention is writing an unsent letter. And to illustrate this point, I grabbed the Eight of Wands. So in the picture on this card, I sort of sometimes get the impression that the wands are sort of stuck up in the air. They're in motion perpetually. They're heading towards something, but they haven't yet landed. And oftentimes when you feel the need to let go of a past relationship, you have sort of that similar sensation that you're kind of left hanging. writing a letter to the person in question is a good way for you to tell them everything you want to tell them. And remember, the key with this is that you're not going to send this letter, but you do want to write it as though you're talking to that person directly. So let them know everything you wish you would have told them. Let them know how they hurt you if necessary. Let them know what you're angry about if necessary. If you can, if you're in a good enough place, you can also let them know what you're grateful for. Just all of the feelings that you have that you want to express, put them in this letter. And similarly to with the previous step, often just this act of getting everything down and getting it out of your head will bring you more of that peace of mind that you're seeking. And the last piece of advice that I have for letting go of a past relationship is to perform some kind of closing ritual. And when I say ritual, I don't necessarily mean this has to be anything really elaborate, but the whole point of doing a ritual is you're doing a symbolic act to show that you're ready to let go of the stress and let go of any negative thought patterns that you've been dwelling on in relevance to this relationship. So to illustrate this point, I chose the Death card. This card is all about accepting that sometimes endings are inevitable, and when you think about letting go of a relationship, I think a big part of that is really just accepting that you do go through transitions in life, and at one point you were very close to this person and they were very important to you, and now you're showing a willingness to accept that that phase has completely ended and it will never be the way that it once was. So there's a few directions you could go in terms of doing a ritual. The simplest thing I could think of to do would be just to repeat an affirmation and just affirm to the universe that you are ready to let go and that you are ready to find peace. So you can craft some kind of statement that works for you personally to do this, but it could just be something really simple like, I choose to let go of the stress that I'm harboring over this relationship. I choose to let go of the pain associated with this relationship, something like that. And repeating that affirmation to yourself, I think something about affirmations can help your brain switch gears and help your brain sort of ease into new thought patterns. So it might take a while, but I think repeating an affirmation could be really helpful. If you're up for something a little fancier, I really like the symbolism of fire. So don't burn your house down in the process, but I think there's something really cleansing and really releasing about the symbolism of burning something. So maybe go back to the letter that I told you to write in the previous tip, the unsent letter that you wrote to this person, and just burn that. And the biggest thing to remember with this is that it's all about your intention. So you're not burning this with any ill will towards the other person. You're not doing this out of any desire to harbor any hostility. You're doing this out of a desire to really accept that endings are necessary and that you are willing to let go. So obviously this is a really complex topic. These are just a few tips that I have found that have helped me personally with this issue, so I hope they will prove to be useful for you as well. If you would like more personal guidance on this, this would be a really great topic for a tarot reading. We could dig into your specific situation and give you some personal strategies to help you find peace. So you can visit me at happyfishtarot.com, check out my options for readings, and I put out videos every Tuesday, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.